Minglabar, welcome to Myanmar Today. I'm Henry Zin. Here are the latest news and reports. YRTA said it has made notable progress in public transport sector over the past 3 years. Next, Lailenpi Airport to boost transportation. A story coverage on the commemorative celebrations held for the 72nd anniversary of the Independence Day. And the last report on Bar Camp Yangon to kick off for 2020. Before we get to the reports, why don't we have a look at what's happening in local news. State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi, chairperson of the National Reconciliation and Peace Centre, delivered a speech at the 8th Joint Implementation Coordination Meeting for the nationwide ceasefire agreement implementation. In her speech, she said, quote, "In order to keep our country and our union from disintegration, but keep it intact and endure for many years in strength and stability, we must all march forward under a federal union system, which all of us can agree and accept." She also said, quote, "As you all know, the NCA belongs to all of us. It is necessary for all our stakeholders who have signed an agreement to share the responsibility and accountability. I wish to remind all of you in great seriousness that we should avoid adopting what we like and rejecting what we don't like, from implementing what pleases us most and failing to implement what doesn't please us. If one group picks and chooses what it likes and ignores what it doesn't like, this could cause obstacles to all other groups, resulting in a series of difficulties for the peace process. Your signature stands for your solemn promise, your unshakable integrity, and your firm sincerity." She concluded her speech by saying, quote, "You'll be offered the outline of the Union Accord to be signed at the coming 21st Century Conference. We will discuss and come to an agreement that we shall hold discussions about the priority tasks to be continued during the lifespan of the new government in the post-2020s. Union Minister for Social Welfare, Relief and Resettlement, Dr. YRTA, received Japanese Embassy's Councillor, Mr. Takemi Kazuyuki, head of Economic and Development Assistance Section in Naypyidaw on Wednesday. During the meeting, the officials discussed Japan's response to natural disasters from the national level to the local level, early warning systems, news distribution system to the public, media and social media, early preparation and damage mitigation against floods, earthquakes and other natural disasters, and observing Japan's government departments responding to global climate change and its consequences and discovering areas for cooperation. Union Minister for Electricity and Energy, U Wing Kine, received British Ambassador Mr. Daniel Chark in Naypyidaw on Wednesday. During the meeting, the officials discussed the wind power project being implemented in Magwe region with UK aid, performing feasibility studies, weather reports, transporting the turbines, linking electricity transmission lines, findings from ESIA, avoiding damaging the environment and meeting international standards during project implementation, advanced technology and designs for coherence with existing power grid, project plans moving forward, developing the renewable energy sector, the UK government's support for Myanmar's green finance and opportunities, technical assistant capacity building and PPA negotiation, standards training program, and the International Climate Change Conference to be organized by the UK in the later 2020. Government organizations and UN agencies discussed preventing grave violations against children in armed conflicts on Wednesday. The meeting between the Committee for Preventing Grave Violations Against Children in Armed Conflicts and the United Nations Country Task Force on Monitoring and Reporting was held at the headquarters of the Ministry of Social Welfare, Relief and Resettlement. U Win Naintun, the Director General at the Department of Rehabilitation and the head of Core Group, explained the draft of national-level work plan to prevent children from deadly attacks and sexual assaults in armed conflicts. Managing Director of the Yangon Region Transport Authority, U Aunyi Mo, said more than 8,000 drivers employed by YBS bus lines have been issued smart cards, including 9 women who applied for them. At present, over 100 bus lines are operating 4,500 buses on about 135 routes, along with the airport shuttle and city transit. The number of daily commuters has been estimated at 1.8 million. Well, that's all with the local news, and here's the first report on Myanmar Today. Yangon Region Transport Authority, YRTA, claims that the Yangon's main transportation system has achieved notable progress over the past 3 years. The significant progress can be witnessed in the implementation of intelligent transportation system. Akajo has the details.
Yangon Region Transport Authority's public transport transform has turned 3 years since its shift from YRTA system. Currently operating with over 4,500 buses, YRTA claims that Yangon's main transportation system has achieved notable progress over the past 3 years. The areas that improvement can be measured include the number of new vehicles, the implementation of intelligent transportation system, and efforts to privatize the YBS sector. Ula Ao, Joint Secretary of Yangon Region Transport Authority, YRTA, said,
It might be a bit challenging to describe the achievement in percentage, but the achievement is there, and it is a notable achievement. It is solid. The YBS has to do not only with Yangon region, its impact is as big as the country. The privatization has also gained a good momentum. Of about 4,300 buses, over 3,000 are owned and managed by the private sector companies. It has been transformed into a system where the regulator, operator, and companies' management work together to drive the system.
Another significant achievement can be witnessed in digitizing the public transport sector. YRTA is currently undertaking measures to implement the intelligent transportation system since it came into authority. An intelligent transportation system (ITS) is an advanced application which aims to provide innovative services relating to different modes of transport and traffic management and enable users to be better informed and make safer, more coordinated, and smarter use of transport networks. The authority is in the process of promoting YBS development work in partnership with Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA. Previously, buses were parked unsystematically at the bus stops, but now buses have to stop at the bus stop in a systematic manner according to respective bus lines. This system can be developed at the bus stops on Suli Pagoda Road, including Suli Bus Stop in front of City Hall, Gabai Pagoda Bus Stop, and Sampyak Market Bus Stop. It can be connected by train and bus, and the project was launched at the Mine Railway Station on Baho Street in Yangon Township. The survey on bus transport service was conducted and reviewed. U Ao Mo, Managing Director of YRTA, said,
YRTA is currently undertaking measures to implement the intelligence transportation system since it came into authority. The data from the telematic system help with the crime investigation to some degree. The authority managed to reduce the number of accidents gradually with the help of technology.
1,400 of promised 1,500 buses in 2019. With closer cooperation with Asia Stammer, the company which helps with the card payment system, the system is expected to come into full effect in 2020. YBS system started in 3 years back. Now the network is running with 100 bus lines, transporting about 2 million passengers on a daily basis. It was learned that the future plans following the 3rd anniversary of YBS founding are being made in advance. These plans will be disseminated to the public soon. The commuters have to rely on bus service much more than train and ship in urban mass transport in Yangon. For these reasons, the YRTA prioritized Yangon Bus System Development Plan. It was learned that JICA has laid down the plans until December in 2020. This is Agajo reporting for Myanmar International Radio.
That's a report on YRTA claiming it has made notable progress in public transport sector over the past 3 years. Alright, it's time now to check on the weather forecast in Myanmar. It will be sunny to partly cloudy in Yangon, but bear in mind air quality will be unhealthy for sensitive groups during the day. Expect highest temperature of 34 degrees Celsius and the lowest of 17 degrees Celsius. In Naypyidaw, a pleasant weather with plenty of sunshine during the day. Expect highest temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and the lowest of 12 degrees Celsius. It's a nice weather with brilliant sunshine in Mandalay during the day. Expect highest temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and the lowest of 15 degrees Celsius. Well, we have another report coming up, and then we'll check on the stocks and currency exchange rates. Lailenpi Airport is expected to be opened in June this year, which will play an essential role in providing fast and convenient healthcare service to the patients in southern parts of Chin State in Matupi Township. Lailenpi Airstrip Development Projecting was held on Tuesday at Park Royal, and according to the report by the project development team, it has a plan to construct several airports across Chin State to speed up the development of Chin State. Williamson reports.
Chin State suffers from lack of access because of its geography and topography, and there is widespread recognition as being the most impoverished region in Myanmar. Chin State has the highest rate of poverty against national poverty, head count index, individual insufficient consumption expenditure to meet the basic food and non-food needs, with the nationwide average standing at 32%. Therefore, to tackle with all this problem across southern part of Chin State, Lailenpi is chosen as strategic location for the airstrip. Lailenpi is located in the township of Matupi, which is 4 to 6 days drive from the nearest airport, and on occasion during the monsoon season, the area becomes completely isolated due to road closures or landslide. The airstrip will provide resultant flight service with easy all year round access to the area rather than expose traveler to lengthy and sometimes hazardous overland journey. This in turn will lead to the accelerated socio-economic development of the region as well as these communities to better connect with the rest of Myanmar. Dr. Sasa is CEO and founder of Health and Hope, who actually initiated the project without financial support from the government 3 years ago. According to him, it has been over 10 years since he tried to commence the project, but due to several reasons, he was not able to commence it. Speaking to the media at Lailenpi Airstrip Development Project meeting, which was held on 7th of January 2020 at Park Royal Hotel in Yangon, he said,
One of the motivations behind this Lailenpi airstrip is there was a time when a woman was in the midst of labor pain for 4 to 5 days, but she was not able to deliver her baby at last. She passed away. Another incident was 3 persons in one family lost their lives as they were not able to get medical treatment. This was the reason why I determined from a childhood to become a medical doctor, so that I can do something for the society. If the transportation is not good, we will not be able to help the people who are in need. For me, I have 300 to 400 patients every day. That is why I see the need of airport to remote and rural area, which will help us save thousands of lives by providing healthcare services on time.
According to Dr. Sasa, he and his team is working on building new airports in several locations of Chin State, with the aim to help develop the state in all aspects of lives. As Chin State is one of the least developed states in Myanmar, Dr. Sasa and his team want to change and turn Chin State to be well-developed in economy, education, healthcare, and other sectors. He also said that if Chin people are willing to change, there is a high potential for positive results. Speaking on some of the challenges he faces, he said,
The obstacle I find is that most of the youths are not well educated, which makes them incapable of doing something for the society. At the same time, it is also hard to convince them to take part in the work we do, due to their wrong assumption. Most of the people are pessimistic about the project we have been working on. When I first told the locals in Lailenpi that we could soon have airport in Lailenpi, most of the people think it was impossible to do so. Myanmar is still a developing nation, but it has one of the highest potential to develop rapidly. We just have to keep on this belief.
Speaking to the media on the cost of this project, Go Dai Rim Kang, General Manager of MAF Myanmar, also said,
The project the Lailenpi
The cost of construction for Lailenpi Airport is set as 1.3 million US dollar, and MAF Myanmar is mainly working on getting funding without the help of any other organization. That's a report on Lailenpi Airport to boost transportation. And now we have an information on currency rates from Myanmar's central bank. $1 US is at 1,461 kyats. 1 Chinese renminbi is at 210 kyats. 1 euro is at 1,627 kyats. 1 pound sterling is at 1,923 kyats. 1 Singapore dollar is at 1,082 kyats. 1 Malaysian ringgit is at 356 kyats. 1 Thai baht is at 48 kyats, and the Indian rupee is at 20 kyats. Gold is trading at $1,559. Silver is at $18, and Brent crude oil is at $60. On the Yangon Stock Exchange, FMI went up 500 and it's at 11,500. MTSH went up 50 and it's at 3,900. MCB remains at 8,100. FPB is at 23,000. TMH remains at 2,900. You're with MI Radio's Myanmar Today. You can log on to our website at miradio.com.mm and catch many other great programs of MI Radio on the website. We're also running on 96.1 FM in Yangon, 96.5 in Mandalay, and 96.7 in Naypyidaw. Alternatively, you can download our app on both iOS and Android platforms. It's easy to search. Just type in Myanmar INTL Radio and you'll find the app. Download it on your devices so you can listen to our radio programs on the go. Stay with us as we bring you more reports on Myanmar Today. In commemorating the 72nd anniversary of the Independence Day, which fell on Saturday, residents from respective townships of Yangon cheerfully celebrated the occasion with stage performance shows, sport and game competitions including pole climbing, football and running races.
In commemorating 72nd anniversary of the Independence Day, which follows January 4, 2020, the games and sports competitions and celebrations were held at the respective townships in areas of Yangon region, and the public from the whole region participated in the competitions and celebrations. Moreover, the significant sports, the recreation places, public parks, and playground in Yangon were crowded with the visitors. At the 6th editions of sport competitions and seminar of the Sport Training Center for Disabled Persons, Unai Genle, Regional Minister of the Ministry of Social Affairs, said that Independence Day is related with each and every Myanmar citizen, and that's why we are participating in the celebrations. Regional Minister, Minister of Social Affairs, Unai Genle said that.
The whole Myanmar is celebrating the Independence Day, which is some kind of occasion relating with every citizen in Myanmar. We are really thankful to all the people who organized this kind of important occasion. The participation of the young and old disabled people in sports competition and seminar makes this occasion unique than others. I think that the occasion here reflects the current situation of our country as we are undertaking our objectives under these given property and restraints. And also, we saw that the participants to this occasion is undertaking as much as best and possible with the givens. We promise to encourage the occasion with a better celebration for next years.
In commemorating the Independence Day, the sport competitions comprise of not only the individual game competitions, but also the group game competitions, and about 200 people, including disabled athletes, participated in the occasions cheerfully. Go Ta'ao, the Yangon region in charge, Shui Minda Foundation, Myanmar, said about the celebration of sport competition and seminar. Yangon region in charge, Shui Minda Foundation, Myanmar, Go Ta'ao said that.
It is the 6th edition of celebration organized by Shuminda Foundation. About 200 disabled people from Lailenpi, Mobi, Sotagung and Shubida Township participated in the occasion. We distinguished 9 types of game for individual and 5 types of game for groups and organized a seminar at noon. I would like to say that it has been 72 years of our independence, and I want to claim to the Federal Democratic Union.
The celebrations for Independence Day was also marked at the landmark of Yangon City, the Mahabanula Park near Sule Pagoda for the whole day. Also, the residents from respective townships in areas of Yangon cheerfully celebrated the occasions of Independence Day with sport and game competitions, including pool climbing, football, and foot races. The early night music and dance performances were presented in front of the Yangon City Hall, and they were also popular with the residents in Yangon who are enjoying the celebration.
That's a report on the commemorative celebrations held for the 72nd anniversary of Independence Day. And here's the last report on Bar Camp Yangon to kick off for 2020. Bar Camp Yangon is to hold its 11th event in February 15th and 16th at MICT Park. Since 2010, Bar Camp Yangon has been held for 10 years in a row. The first press release for Bar Camp Yangon 2020 was held on Tuesday at the Central Hotel, Yangon, and the participants who want to join Bar Camp Yangon 2020 can already register. Thoras Zin reports.
Bar Camp Yangon, which is recorded as the world's largest bar camp event, is going to kick off its 11th event in February. Being formed by the former participants, the Bar Camp Yangon organizer team has held the first press release event to share the schedule of Bar Camp on 7 January at Central Hotel in Yangon.
This year, Bar Camp Yangon will be held for 2 days, and the technological sector is our focus. The 11th Bar Camp Yangon will take place on February 15th and 16th at MICT Park in Yangon. It is free to join the Bar Camp Yangon. You can register ahead or register at the event. The highest record of participation in Bar Camp Yangon was about 6,000 participants. We have planned to be solid in proposing and discussion more than previous year. We are to discuss the topics of the same technological issue in respective rooms, which will be more comfortable for the participants. About 100 former participants have joined the organizer team.
Bar Camp Yangon has been being held in Myanmar since 2010, and it has been 10 years now. Starting from it, there are many other bar camps for different areas of learning organized in townships around Myanmar.
So Barcamp ဆိုတဲ့သဘောကတော့ကျွန်တော် open conference မှာဒါ conference လို့လည်းပြောပါတယ်
Barcamp can be defined as open conference or unconference because we don't have any topics prepared ahead or any specific speakers. The participants can raise a topic or request a topic. The Barcamp culture has started from America and now it has spread to many countries including Asia. It can be held for different fields or areas and Barcamp Yangon is for the technological field.
မြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာခုနပြောသလိုပေါ့ activity နည်းပါတယ်
There were rare activities in Myanmar concerning technology, so we are to organize Barcamp Yangon at least once in a year. We also hold a developer conference. These two activities are like playground for the youth in technological field. It can be the beginning for them by getting network here at the Barcamp Yangon. In the first Barcamp Yangon, it was more concerned with portable devices because at the time, mobile technology and mobile internet were getting developed. Since we have discussions based on trends happening at the current time, the results of the Barcamps were different, but all are good.
Different topics can be proposed to be discussed at the Barcamp Yangon, and the participants can prepare ahead for the specific topics they want to share, or they can try to speak out for the random topics they are familiar with.
အဓိကတော့ကျွန်တော်နည်းပညာနယ်ပယ်ဝင်တော့မယ်ဆိုရင်တစ်ခါလေကြာရင်ဘယ်လမ်းကြောင်းကနေဝင်ရမလဲဒါမှမဟုတ်ရင်
It is usual that people who are to start to join the technological field confuse about how to make a first step or what kind of session to choose or which they have more interest in. So when you join the Barcamp Yangon, you will meet many technologists and learn more about technology from which you can choose the specific session. On the other hand, you are already on the specific session of technology, so you can meet the partners to join for work or apply for your advanced career. You can get both experience and network at Barcamp Yangon.
For more details about Barcamp Yangon 2020, which will be held on February 15 and 16, the Barcamp Yangon organizer team is to release the updated schedule. The participants can already register for the event, including proposal for the topics they want to share or they want to listen to. That's all for now. This is Dora Susan from MI Radio.
Well, that's all the reports on Myanmar Today. Time to look at the world through the international landscape now. Iranian authorities found the black boxes of the crashed Ukrainian plane, but said they won't turn them over to the U.S. authorities. The Ukrainian Boeing 737 plane with 176 people from 7 countries on board crashed in Tehran on Wednesday shortly after taking off, killing everyone on board. A team of Ukraine experts was sent to Iran later on Wednesday to investigate the circumstances of the crashed airliner. In other news, in his first public appearance since fleeing Japan to Lebanon, ousted Nissan chief Carlos Ghosn said in a new conference in Beirut that accusations against him were, quote, untrue, and he should have never been arrested. He was under house arrest and facing charges of financial misconduct in Japan. Many were hoping Ghosn would disclose details of his audacious flight from Japan to Beirut via Istanbul, a dramatic twist in a story worthy of a Hollywood plot. But Ghosn told reporters he was, quote, not here to talk about how he fled Japan. The fugitive auto tycoon was awaiting trial on charges of financial misconduct, including allegedly underreporting his compensation to the tune of $85 million. Nissan has continued to insist it has, quote, incontrovertible evidence of various acts of misconduct by Ghosn. But his legal team in France hit back at those remarks just hours before Ghosn was due to speak. NASA's Planet Hunter satellite TESS has discovered an Earth-sized world within the habitable range of its star, which could allow the presence of liquid water. Another first for the transiting exoplanet survey satellite is its discovery of a world orbiting 2 stars, evoking the planet Tatooine from Star Wars, but unlikely to be hospitable to life as we know it. The potentially habitable planet named TOI 700d is relatively close to Earth, only 100 light-years away, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory announced during the Winter American Astronomical Society meeting in Honolulu, Hawaii on Monday. Proxima Centauri, the closest star to Earth, is just over 4 light-years away. TESS discovered 3 planets in orbit, named TOI 700b, C, and D. Only D is in the so-called Goldilocks zone, not too far from and not too close to the star, where the temperature could allow the presence of liquid water. Well, that's a wrap, and thanks for joining me on Myanmar Today. I'm Henry Zin. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye now.